and welcome back to a Christmas pop-up. I'm delighted to have with me Rachel Fearnley from Rachel Fearnley Textile Designs. Hello, Rachel.
Hello.
Hello. Two Rachels, or the two, well, not two Ronnies, the two Rachels. I just want to sort of take this opportunity just to sort of say to Rachel, thank you all for your support with the event. As one of the registered sellers who signed up at the start, you've been with me all the way. You've been helping me, you know, you've really helped me through this. So thank you. Just put that to a side.
Thank you to you for this opportunity. It's just wonderful, and you know, it's your brainchild. Without your baby, we wouldn't have been able to do this. It's brilliant.
Oh, thank you. So, Rachel, do you want to just tell us a little bit about what you do and why Textile Designs? Where are you from? What are your inspirations? And we'll sort of go from there.
Yeah, certainly. I turned my hobby into a business, took a massive leap of faith, having worked in a very, very different industry for too many years to remember. Mm-hmm. But my hobby for all the past 6-7 years has been printing fabric. And so I got masses of fabric, which I was not doing anything with, and thought, you know, because I love sewing and being creative anyway, thought that I would turn that into, from being a hobby into a business and give it a go. The philosophy behind what we do is very much around using things that are sustainable and eco-friendly. One of the things that I feel strongly about is things that we make have potentially more than one life. So, example, we use with the printed fabric, I make gift bags, which then hopefully will either be re-gifted or can be used for a different purpose. So, for example, I've got a little Christmas one here. But we do non-Christmas ones as well. But the idea is that either they can, as I say, be reused.
Show it into the camera a bit. We didn't see it there. There we go.
There you go. And it's got a nice drawstring so that it can be pulled up. So that then if the person who's been given it could then use it, I don't know, could put a hot water bottle in it and use it as a hot water bottle cover. I've got some that I store all my sort of tights and socks in and things in the wardrobe just to keep them together. So using it in a different, and the idea being that we don't just throw things away after one use, because I'm very conscious of the environment and that, you know, this day and age things just go straight to landfill. So what we try and do is make things that actually have a sustainable life. So inspiration-wise, I'm based in Yorkshire, in South Yorkshire, and we've got a fabulous industrial heritage there and some really great architecture from our industrial past. So I draw on that, but also from the seascapes and landscapes of particularly of Norfolk and Suffolk, which are the places that we love visiting. And we get a lot of inspiration from the sea and from
tell people where York is. As of we're going to have quite a few people from Ireland here, so the geography of where. So
South Yorkshire, if you know where Leeds is, it's the middle of England, really. We're landlocked with no sea near us. We're about an hour and a half from the sea.
Hence the business to Norfolk.
So head there whenever we can. Yes.
Yeah, lovely.
So some of the things we make, for example. We like using old wood to make. We make boats again. I suppose inspired from our love of the sea and things. This particular boat, you can see the grain on it. The hull of the boat was actually made from ceiling slats, which were heading for a skip, and we asked the owner permission to rescue them from the skip, and they just create their own narrative. You know, the house that they were doing up was probably 100 years old, so these pieces of wood have been in that house 100 years. What stories can we tell? What narratives have they got? And you know, by making them into boats, they can now have another life as opposed to just going to the tip and going to landfill and being lost. So the little boats that we make, which we sell, they all have an old vintage nail in them. And then the sails, which are using our hand-printed fabric. Whenever I'm printing on fabric, I like to use either vintage linen or cotton, or organic hemp and cotton. Again, we're very careful when we're sourcing our materials that they have some, if they've got some provenance, that's wonderful, like the vintage linen, but also that they come from sellers who are from companies who have got a similar ethical philosophy as ours in terms of about the environment, things like that, which is really, really, really important to us. And again, as I was saying about the bags, how we can use those, reuse those. We also make gift cards, but gift cards that are different. And there's no print runs with our work, no mass production. Each one is individual. So once it's gone off the internet, off the website, it's gone. But we can do similar ones. So like this one is a gift card. Lift it up, a gift card, which we can pop in a token. So, you know, how people often, particularly probably this year, are buying, instead of buying gifts, they're giving people gift tokens or money for Christmas. They're just great because the little pocket is just ideal for slipping in a gift token. And then it sort of becomes a gift in itself. The card as well becomes a gift as well.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah. Just got a question there, but actually, it's saying, where does the inspiration come from for your fabric? But then with your visits to Norfolk, isn't it?
Yeah, well, sometimes it's things like that, but sometimes it's just things just happen to come. So when I'm printing material, when I first started with this as a hobby, I was using bought blocks for using for printing with. But then I've moved right away from that now. And whatever I'm printing with, it's either things that would be going in the bin that we would be throwing away ourselves. And so whenever I'm throwing anything away now, I always have a look at it and think, would that make a good pattern? Would that make an interesting pattern? And also we sometimes use blocks, which again, my partner is a woodworker, so he will make little blocks. So again, it's about the providing something that's a bit different. It's not something that you can just go anywhere on the high street to buy. And as I said, every piece is different. You know, there are no two pieces ever the same because how the paint works. So inspiration, as I say, yes, from the sea definitely, and from colours and from nature and from our landscapes as well around here.
Lovely. And did you want to share us a few more bits there? Or
what else have I got we can share? One of the things that we've got are little lavender bags, which are, again, each one's individually made, just filled with homegrown lavender, which are just great for either hanging on a coat hanger and keeping your clothes fresh, or bobbing into a drawer. So we do that shape. We also do like drawer liners that are again filled with lavender in each corner of the piece of lavender. And they're lovely for either, again, slipping into drawers, keeping moths at bay, keeping clothes smelling fresh, even into a laundry basket or an overnight bag if you're going away for the weekend, which sometime we might be able to again after.
We will.
Hopefully, very soon. And so that's just nice to pop in. But I also thought about just laying it on your pillow before going to sleep, because of the effect of lavender is good for relaxing, isn't it? So just to put that on your pillow before going to sleep, just to let the smell infuse, which should therefore be able to help you sleep.
Wonderful. So you're running a lovely little offer for us this weekend, I believe.
We are, just for this weekend, 15% off all products and free P&P within England and Ireland as well. So the UK and Ireland, we're offering free P&P.
Lovely. Can't
and if there's a drilling noise, I apologise. Our neighbour's doing the house up.
That's what happens.
We've been quiet for a week and now somebody's drilling, so I do apologise.
I had a loud meowing cat, and luckily I've thrown him out of the room, so try to get rid of him. Well, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
And just to say, you can obviously, if you want to find out more about Rachel, her website's scrolling along the bottom. If you don't catch the website, as with all of our registered sellers, her details are on the event website. So you can obviously find her easily on there. Are you going to be online later?
I am going to be online. I'm going to be online very soon, yes. And so great if people came in and had a natter. That would be lovely.
Lovely. Great. Well, thank you again.
And, thank you, Rachel.
Thanks, everybody. And I will see you. I'll be back above the drilling. I'll be back at 1:30 with Olive from the Butterfly Cottage Retreat for a bit of meditation. Okay. I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.